So because we're stuck inside, we can't really go to our normal appointments, and one of them is a brow appointment. And my brows personally get really crazy, they get really wonky. They're different like heights, and one has a higher arch and some, just crazy stuff like that. So I thought it would be really cool to show you guys like how I do like a full like arch, make sure everything like looks nice, and how I shape my brows. So I still get like really nice results. So yeah, let's get into this. So first thing you're gonna wanna do is just get in front of a mirror and mark out where you want your brows to be. And the easiest way to do this is really just fill in your brows and make them look how you would want them to look, when you have all your makeup on, when you are all finished and everything. And then you can start plucking like those extra areas that aren't in that area that you have lined out, and then you can trim them and go from there. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead, set up the camera, and quickly show you guys like how you pick out like all the arches and where you start and where your arches and where your brow ends, so you guys can see that. So I just quickly wanted to show you like the tools that you'll need to do this. So just like any tweezers, some little tiny scissors, and then a brow pencil. And that's really all it takes to get at home like cut and shaped brows. So don't mind the mess, but all I did is I went ahead and I marked my brows, so I'm going to show you how. So you take your pencil, and you go to just like where your nostrils or divots there, and you go straight up through the corner of your eye. You're gonna mark a line right there. That's where your eyebrow should begin. And then the next point is you're going to take it in the center of your nose, run it through the center of your eye, and that is approximately where your arch should go. And then the last point is you take your pencil right at the corner, matched up with the outer corner of your eye, and that is where the third mark should go. So that's sort of like a great starting point if you have a lot of arch problems like most of us do. Most of us are not lucky to be born with beautiful arches, but that will give you sort of a starting point. At least if you have a lot of problems with it, you can use a stencil. This is just a stencil from Anastasia. I use the medium arch. This is a great tip if you are just starting out learning how to shape your brows. Whenever my brows get super overgrown, I actually still get this out to form that perfect arch. And if you're doing your brows at home, this is a great tip because you're literally following lines and then deleting everything that's outside of those lines. So it's really easy, dumb proof, like it's really hard to screw this up, honestly. So next step is taking this, holding it up against your eye, like lining all the marks that we just made up with these marks, and coloring in, and then we're going to start plucking the areas that are outside those lines. So just for example, it's always good to like brush your brows after this, just to see like the fullness of where they really lie. And then you're going to line the first one, second one, and then third one down there. And then just start filling it in. I go like bottom first. And then just follow the curvature of the arch. And then once you get like the general idea, you can take it off and start like filling in. So I'm gonna finish that up and I'll be back in a second. So I went ahead and filled them in, probably a little heavier than I typically would if I was actually doing my brows. I'd be a little lighter and smoother towards the front So I went ahead and flicked down these hairs for you guys just so you could see. Those are like outside of the line of where my brow should be. So I'm gonna go ahead and pluck those. These little hairs up here that are still busting out the top, when I brush up, I'm gonna go and cut those with like little scissors, and same up here, all these hairs that are sort of up, I'm gonna brush those out. And then I have a little hair down here that shouldn't be, and then this little piece up here as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll show you guys sort of like the end result. So I went ahead and plucked them, and while I was cutting my brows, I was like, this is probably really important information in case you've never done this before. So as you can see, I have super tiny scissors, and the end is sort of curved up. I don't know if that's normal. Those are just like the scissors I have. But it is extremely important that when you do this, you keep your scissors as level as possible, because if they're bent down, like tilted down the slightest bit, that's your brow that's gone. So just to show you what I mean. So it's kind of awkward to hold. I learned how to do the front ones, but there's still a few there that could be cut. So it's kind of awkward to hold. But you just go in there and it's, you know, continue brushing up so you can see them. And cut. So see how that made like a really clean line? So very, very, very important to keep them level. Because I've made the mistake of not keeping them level, and then my brow had like a huge divot in it essentially, which, you know, it grew back, it's hair, but still kind of frustrating. So yeah, once you finish cutting your brows, you can go ahead and just fill them in the rest of the way, and then you are done. So yeah, super easy, takes like 5-7 minutes, you know, and as you get better, it'll be easier to do. But yes, perfectly even brows, cut, trimmed, at home, save some money. All you need are like the items I showed you earlier. So hope this helps. So I just want to encourage you all to like and subscribe to my channel if you like videos like this, small tutorials, if this was helpful. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you tried it or not, or what you would like me to do a tutorial on next. So until next time, see ya.